Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about the cryptocurrency and NFT market as usual and go over some of the biggest headlines over the past week. And there definitely has been some news in crypto and in NFTs. As usual, let's start off with the crypto market. We're going to see that Bitcoin is still hanging in there at around that $20,000 range. Over the last 7 days, it hasn't really moved much. It's down 0.46%. Ethereum also kind of hanging in there at that 1500 level range, and it's gone up a little over 1.6% at 1.67%. But the biggest move of the week, at least in the top 20 coins, is Dogecoin, everyone's favorite crypto meme coin, the top meme coin in the crypto market. And the meme coin is because of the fact that Dogecoin became really popular over social media. It had grown a following over several years. And then when people like Elon Musk and other more prominent figures started to advocate for Dogecoin, it began to go on its major run in 2021 during the GameStop era. If you don't know about that, look it up. But Dogecoin has done very well, and then it came back down just like everything else in the bear market. But due to one of the news stories that we're going to go to regarding Elon Musk finally finalizing the deal to buy Twitter, Dogecoin has now gone up 63% over the past 7 days, and I believe it's gone up over double over a period of time, depending on when you got into the coin. So if we look here over the past month, Dogecoin was as low as 5 to 6 cents, and then it went up as high as 15 cents on November 1st. So if you had bought the coin towards the end of October, as late as October 24th, 25th, you would have seen nearly 200% gains in Dogecoin over a week and a half period of time. So it's pretty amazing, but this is what happens in the cryptocurrency market. But you have to be extremely careful and be very diligent in your investing decisions or even trading decisions, because as high as Dogecoin has gone up over the past week or two, it can go down just as quickly in a matter of hours, if not sooner. So just be very careful and make sure that you do as much research as possible to fully understand investing and trading in the cryptocurrency market. So let's go to Crypto Slam and the NFT market. As you can see here, we're still seeing some pretty high sales, particularly over the last 24 hours. We've already seen two six-figure sales, one of Azuki and Bored Ape Yacht Club, and both of those NFT collections have been ranked highly for several months now. And Bored Ape Yacht Club, really since its inception last year, last spring, has continued to do very well and really stays on top of the charts most of the time. Let's go over the last 7 days to see what's been happening. And as we can see here, the NFT rankings by sales volume, we have Art Gobblers, which is a new project. From what I'm hearing, was a free mint. So sometimes if you stay glued to Twitter and NFTs and the NFT verse, then you can find out about different opportunities and NFT mints, but you still have to be very careful with minting free NFTs because sometimes the contracts are bogus and they can try to scam you by getting access to your wallet. So you have to be very, very careful with minting NFTs. Bored Ape Yacht Club still at the top, or near the top, I should say, at number 2. Keepers, So Rare, Art Blocks, which is a generative art project, and it's a number of different types of generative art pieces. A number of different types of collections make up Art Blocks. We have CryptoPunks, which is considered a historical NFT, will continue to probably have value over time as long as Ethereum is still around. We have Gods Unchained on Immutable X, which is now going to have NFT gaming on GameStop, as we mentioned earlier. So GameStop is going full steam ahead with their choice to get into NFTs and forming its own NFT marketplace. We have Other Deed, which is part of Yuga Labs, which owns Bored Ape Yacht Club, CryptoPunks, and Mutant Ape Yacht Club, as we see here. And then Azuki and Clone X round out the top 11. So one of the biggest news stories of the day is, or of the week really, is Meta, also known as Facebook, is going to be testing a way to mint and sell NFTs on Instagram. So they are going to be working with select creators on the platform. So you will have the opportunity to mint NFTs directly in app on the social media app. So one thing about the NFT market and the ways that NFTs can continue to see growth over these next several months, years, is we need to have a way for it to be frictionless for people like you and me who aren't necessarily technologically savvy. Have the opportunity, just like we are able to easily swipe our credit card to buy whatever we want online, you would be able to do something very similar when you're wanting to buy digital collectibles. And we're going to get there. It's still going to take some time. We still have people working on it 9 to 5, 24/7, 365 to develop the ways that we can provide frictionless ways for us to buy and sell NFTs, buy and trade crypto, and be able to, create NFTs ourselves as well and have it out there for the world to be able to have exposure to. So, Meta announced that it's testing minting and selling NFTs on Instagram like you can with many traditional NFT marketplaces, with a small group of creators in the US getting access to the feature first. The company is also expanding Instagram's NFT showcase feature, which was recently made available to users in over 100 countries. The announcement comes among news of several new ways for creators to make money on its platform. So, one thing that we really love about this opportunity is that anyone who is a creator, an artist, or someone who has something of value or potential value can create a NFT, and then the market will tell you whether or not they want your goods. And if they do, they can easily trade, or I should say, they can easily buy and then sell and trade your collectible, your piece of art. And every time there's a transaction with that particular piece, you can receive a royalty. A creator can receive a royalty. So they no longer have to rely on a gallery, an art gallery, or someone curating an exhibit in order to be able to have your artwork on display. You now have access to billions of people around the world on Instagram to be able to see your art, to see your digital collectibles. And if they choose to do so, they can buy directly on the app, which is going to be pretty fantastic because hopefully it'll be very seamless and very easy to connect a digital wallet, because you still would need a digital wallet because digital wallets are what holds cryptocurrencies and NFTs. But hopefully it'll make it easy to be able to use your digital wallet, and maybe even options to use a credit card as well. So you can see here kind of what the interface is going to look like currently. You'll be able to use MetaMask, which is one of the most popular digital wallets out currently right now, and you can buy and pay for that digital collectible using crypto in your MetaMask. So this is really great news. Although Meta, the company itself, is not doing quite well, because we still want to understand the macro environment in terms of what's happening in equities as well as in cryptocurrencies and NFTs, because what's going on around the world, what's going on in the macro environment, a lot of times can dictate what happens in the cryptocurrency and NFT markets as well. So Meta stock has not done very well, particularly over the past year, just like many companies have seen, lots of decline in their stock prices. As you can see, year to date, Meta has been very disappointing, as it has dropped over 70% year to date. It actually has dropped nearly 650 billion in market cap over the past, 11 months now. And that market cap, that amount of market cap, there's only approximately seven companies in the S&P 500 that actually has a market cap worth more than $650 billion. So it just goes to show how much value Meta has lost over the past year. And you can say the same for a lot of stocks. If we go and see what's going on with the S&P 500 generally, which is the benchmark index, which basically is a basket of the top companies in the world, And the S&P 500 is the most well-known index fund that people invest in, particularly for pension funds as well as 401ks. A lot of those types of plans incorporate the S&P 500 because it's a little bit more reliable over time, even though it's going to dip just like any other stock. It usually doesn't dip as much and is usually consistently on the upward trajectory if you zoom out and look at the entire chart over several years' time. So that's why they say dollar cost average, invest over time, do it repeatedly. And if you just stay in the market, they say time in the market, staying in the market is better than trying to time the market, trying to time the dips and try to time when to buy, when to sell. It's better to just average into the market and then go from there and see your gains over several years. As you can see, the S&P 500, along with many other stocks, individual stocks, has seen a decline over the past year. And we see that it was as high as $40.36 trillion at the beginning of the year, or I should say, yes, at the beginning of the year, and it's now down to 30 trillion. So we've lost $10 trillion in the market. So that is a lot of money that has been lost. So with everything going on from the macro side of things, it's not surprising to see cryptocurrencies, NFTs, and equities having a drop because of a potential recession, even though technically we are in a recession if we look at the technical definition. And we went through this in our video discussing the recession and what's going on with the market earlier this year. So we're going to continue to stay close to see what's going on and continue to keep you posted. But at the end of the day, right now, this is all about learning as much as we can about what's going on in the overall market and to make the best decisions that we can in this emerging market, because we believe that we're not going to stay down forever. The biggest news, one of the biggest news that made headlines over the past week, Elon Musk finally finalized his deal to buy Twitter. And now that he has bought Twitter, many of the top executives have been forced out or have decided to leave the company. And Elon Musk apparently has some pretty big plans with where he wants Twitter to go, as he considers it the public town square. He believes in free speech. So we shall see how that works over time. There's speculation that Twitter will be a payment gateway. You'll be able to use cryptocurrency on the app. Once again, it's a possibility that it'll do something similar to what Meta is doing, where you'll be able to buy and trade cryptocurrency on the app, maybe even NFTs down the line, and you'll be able to connect your digital wallet. And many are speculating that Dogecoin will be one of the first cryptocurrencies you'll be able to use on the social media platform. That's why Dogecoin has gone up over 60% over the past 7 months. So it will be interesting to see what happens over time as Elon Musk and his team buckles down and starts to get rid of the bots and some of the other things that have been plaguing Twitter for several years. The stock price has not done well over the last 10 years. So it'll be, a sight to see if Elon Musk once again is able to take a company to newer heights. So we will definitely keep an eye on that. So we just wanted to give you a general overview of what's been going on. The Meta news and the Twitter news is probably some of the biggest news in the market currently, from cryptocurrencies and NFTs and how they're all affected by these headlines. This is Investopedia referring to the S&P 500. We definitely think that you should take a look at something along these lines to learn a little bit more about the overall market, especially the S&P 500, given that it's one of the more popular indexes and how it is weighted and the companies that are in the index fund. The top companies, as you can imagine, including the top tech companies like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Tesla, are in the top 10 of the S&P 500 and are heavily weighted, with Apple at 6.99%. So thank you once again for listening to what we have here at Networkchain. We look forward to connecting with you soon. We look forward to linking up with you on the Networkchain. In the meantime, take care. Bye-bye.